Times that she's found a grab while they get a free kill for someone.
7 of the 8 rounds, I mean, that's a good ratio overall this time. I think the one counter they could have, yes, is using that toxic screen and really just taking fast control of one side of the map. The thing is, though, the entire time we've seen CLG just kind of lurking overall by herself, trying to find some type of control. This time, XSET, oh my goodness, taking so much damage with that smoke, trying to move in. So will make everything a little bit harder to push, make sure someone is watching. They'll double the slow, so you see the panic from the side of Ellie for now. It'll be Sheriff, so I like the fact that you're really blocking this down on the exit attack side. Still, Claudia is on site, has a Phantom in play, looking for a little bit more of the spray. Overheated. We'll drop them a rifle. It's going to be fine. The patience on this side of CT will be the thing that'll win CLG this round, it looks like. It's going to be an anti-eco, somewhat of the best chance XSET has had so far at winning over top of a Bungie. Doesn't even need to look at players, doesn't even need utility, just spray at random walls. Yeah, you heard the spike sound, but still, that's kind of nutty. All up to Ellie now. Has to go big. To kind of counter and go for a retake. They'll let A completely open, might even dodge a showstopper, and that Cosmic Divide will be available for that pushback once they ultimately get back to the site.
XSET thinks that the solution is speed. I think that can be a possibility. So CLG is so willing to give up space and to play in towards the mid round. It feels like the only solution is working incredibly slow and kind of going piece by piece, baiting out this utility. Get rid of those trademarks, but that's difficult because they're always switching. They're in a new position every round because this killjoy is always changing because everything is moving. And well, XSET, they'll try and move in towards the site, but it's another perfect grab well from Rise.
Everywhere XSET goes, their own utility will also follow. And this time, Ellie might be the key to saving this entire round. Every frag she gets is closer to giving XSET so much more space and going for that res. Showstopper here. No one's hell, possibly CT. Go for the guess. And yes, one race true, but EMEA doesn't go down. Sorry's there to go for the big trade, but EMEA still going huge. How did that Showstopper not find an end to this madness? There's no way. EMEA is still alive, causing so much damage and havoc. And finally, XSET wrap one gift up with a bow. 9-1, they're on the board.
Here. Claudia invests into the weapon. She'll hold over towards A, but XSET, again, they found B side as a weakness. They want to abuse it.
So one round, they're just allowed to play their pace, their style. It's a null command coming in, stopping any type of funny business. Nanoswarm's cleared, alarm bot's gone, turrets disabled, everything off. And so is the spike plant, buying so much time, and now that util can come right back. What do they have? Nothing to answer this lockdown. That orbital strike used last round to gain space overall onto B. Yes, it resulted in a win, but now they know exactly where everyone is going to be on the attacking side on this retake. Yes, it's planted for B main, but there's a Cosmic Divide. You're gonna have to get up close and personal. Gonna have to come and fight inside CLG's domain, and no one's fast enough for the moment. One fragment will delay things. Rise is on the other side of the wall. He's on the other side of the plane, and it's free. Bungie there, Incendiary missed time. They go to double digits in round 10.
But the thing is, they had no way of knowing, unless they were counting the time, or comms get clustered there. Comms get weird in situations like that, and the timing just comes a little bit off. It's understandable that those situations happen, but 10-1, you don't have space for that. The understandable mistakes even are not acceptable at this point in the game. XSET, it feels like they could already be out of this. The second round feels requisite, and it starts rough again. Claudia, she hasn't used the util this time. Instead, she remembers that guns are in this game and just peeks forward with the operator, grabs that opener.
Once again, it's deja vu, and I mentioned it multiple times before, but it's always CLA solo, looking to set up the Viper wall, looking to set up the entire push onto a site by herself 24/7. This is why Claudia is not scared to go for an aggressive angle all the way at top ramp. She's not fearful of a flashpoint coming in, taking her off the angle overall of her scope of that op. It's just free for her. And I'm not sure why CLA is by herself. It might just be free because the resurrection absolutely is there for Ellie and can just take that site at perfect time. But now, that barrier orb gone. A quick scope from Claudia, overheating a little bit. Not going to find it. They will have the site for now.
Hit down and the plant to follow, so time working in the favor of XSET in this one, but CLG still the util to work with. Bungie already out quickly in a duel, but she loses it. Noya coming online with the operator.
Worst thing possible for XSET right now is seeing Han find one kill. Not going to happen for the moment. No teammates to play with either. Good job on getting that second round entirely. 10-2 for this half, but more to come after this break. That for the moment, but that halftime, a little bit of a break. The timeouts on both sides as well might be able to slow things down. Somehow on defense, just setting the entire pace. That was just kind of CLG's motif the entire time. Any chance that XSET had, no matter if it was slow or fast, they were able to kind of control the traffic lights and let them go or stop completely.
On this one, that traffic light is staying red. CLG staying slow. They're waiting for an opportunity here to explode out in towards mid. And explode is what they will do. They want to take this one towards B, and it's the perfect call. XSET have a stack on that A side. They're likely going to have to concede this one unless Artstar wants to try and be a hero. She'll try. Can she succeed?
Skipped one smoke this time. Artstar, we're going to be looking for another shot, but Han skips the second as well. Should not be allowed. Nano Swarm not broken from CLG either. Huge damage on pistol. That 30 HP will be so massive, and the time bot as well. Kill Flash going to be coming out late. Flash Drive not really going to be there. Bungie as well on this backside has the flank. Usually it's the util that's making big problems. This time it's going to be the weapons, the arsenal, the ammunition, the bullets. The fragments of lead flying in the sky, and so is Bungie as she goes diving by into hell, making it 11-2 and disastrous for XSET. We've seen it happen before.
We have. It's been a possibility before. Maybe it's a possibility again. They have a composition for it. Have that Sage available, double controller, plentiful utility to hold. But CLG, they are on one today. They are fast today. And Bungie, again, just fights straight out onto the site. CLG, it's a shorty, looking to just be good for one in this one, but Bungie goes deep, wraps back around, says, hello, CLG, and shuts her down immediately. Only 3 players left alive, and the site vacant for XSET.
You gotta feel for CLG. They're having the perfect spot, having the perfect util set up, but no one really crossing your wall. You have a crossfire with your teammate Starry all the way up in heaven. Yet no one is falling privy to your sight lines. That just has to be tough. The shorty also probably the best gun to have there for the circumstance that they're in. Claudia too, working that insurance. Noya with a nice shot. The fire's still there behind the pistol, behind the sheriff, behind the plays. Unfortunately, the flame's been extinguished all the way up until now, and it will continue to be as we're at match point for CLG.
Will fight forward with this wall, does not amble atop it, instead just looks to hold down, deny that space in towards A main. As CLG will start slow. They're trying to see if XSET in that tack timeout cooked up anything aggressive, cooked up anything funny, and thus far, not really. It's a fairly default setup, heavier towards mid, but Ellie, on the jiggle, wins out over Claudia, exactly what XSET needed to get started.
When it comes to retake now, watching the flank sides, holding down things like A main, or having a lurk all the way up into B heaven, not going to be possible. The side of CLG, Claudia is down. That was her role so far in the rounds that we've seen. Up to Bungie now. Find a little bit of an opening. Going to be up against Vandals and Phantoms with just a Spectre. To possibly get up close or personal, or maybe double up with Rise. And now the Cosmic Divide, it's going to be online, and the nades will come through and buy a lot of time. It's going to be tough overall for the side of XSET. Ellie finally down, finding 2. That's so much value. And they slow things and quiet them down immediately. The mental plays, the brain, the flashpoint should come out right here on the left, and then a peek afterwards. Nope, it'll just be a lineup that CLG can't chop down.
And now there's guns for everyone on towards the CLG squad, or at least for the recovery. Now, Util's still available. It's a question of where does CLG take this? They can re-exec towards A, but they'd be walking straight to the Lion's Den.
2 on the right. Will they have the perfect timing? Flash out, 1 down. It's going to be good for XSET to keep the dream alive. 12-3, and they can't mess up now. It just seemed like in that round, we saw XSET winning their gunfights. If that's the case of them just winning their rounds, the one round they might go to sleep or they're up against ultimates, that might be their downfall. And what's CLG doing right now? Their win condition is just getting ults, getting the perfect execution. They need 1 round out of the next 9 that are coming through. They've gotten 1. They're getting close to that rolling thunder. We haven't seen on any map XSET stop the ground from being shaken and the round from just being lost completely. So 5 or 4 more points for Han, and that might be wraps for XSET.
What? Noya just swings that forward and dies for practically nothing. She expected Claudia to back away from the angle, but that 1-for-1, it clearly favors CLG. They know at least one more player is over towards that A site. They'll look to hoof it back towards B and work out through this site. Rise has her ult to work with here. That Cosmic Divide should ensure B.
You are divided.
Last Sky Smoke coming in from the side of Artstar as well, just has the Incendiary by a little bit of time, and it will be bounced off right off that wall cover. Both sides going to be huge for this team to use. Not going to have the option for that B main plant. It'll be safe for now. Can't even peek off the wall themselves. The Stim will come in, a big pop flash too. They're set up in such a creative way, but it's not going to matter. Big fault line coming in as well. CLG somehow find a way to get a little bit ahead on the trades right there. An Aftershock coming in at 2 to drop any type of timing, any type of advantage, momentum that XSET has. This might just be the entire game wrapped up. One more person left, but it's not enough